We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth, but unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
Bobchat's rated R for real talk, real people, and a couple of fucks.
Yeah. We throw out some of the fucks, you know?
And we're just sitting here, cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
Okay, welcome to another episode of Bobchat. If you caught that quick banter there at the beginning, you might recognize that beautiful voice. Maybe not. It's local tattoo artist, local legend, I would say. Mr. Dave Schultz is here, you guys.
Thank you.
Good friend of Bobchat.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, fine.
Bob, is it true that you recently got a Bobchat tattoo?
I did. Now, is it true that you recently gave me a Bobchat tattoo?
I did. And if it wasn't so hard for a tattooer to get a tattoo, I would also have myself a little Bobchat tattoo.
We're going to get our friend Todd, who also works with Dave, to tattoo Dave a Bobchat.
It's coming. He's moving. He's got a busy schedule. We're doing what we can.
Yeah, so, dude, I'm super excited to have you here. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while. And, yeah, we're finally making it happen, which is great.
You're over at the Dave Schultz Corporation. We appreciate your patience.
Yes, actually, some of you might know I've talked about Dave before, and actually Dave sponsored one of the early episodes of Bobchat with a tattoo giveaway.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope of him. We're excited to have him, and actually, I just want to start off, Dave. I think the question that everybody wants to know, or maybe just me, how many buttholes have you tattooed?
Counting yours? I don't know, like one.
Wow.
No, I've never tattooed a butthole, you know. It's one of those spots that I've kind of
staying away from. Yeah.
I like to do tattoos, and I think of myself as an artist. And then, you know, you start thinking about a butthole, which they can be lovely, you know, at times, but they can be not so lovely as
gross,
well.
Yeah.
There's not much artistic about putting a tattoo around a butthole, you know.
I mean, what are the options?
You know,
Target.
No, there's that chick with the octopus coming out of her butthole.
I don't know that.
Not that I know anything about internet pornography, but, you know, it's on there.
You have to send that to me later.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Yeah, delicious and bad. So. Yeah. So how long have you been tattooing for?
I've been in the industry since I was 17.
Wow.
So that's exactly about. Well, it's 20 years now. So
20 years.
Yeah. So I've been at Hangar 18 for 17 years.
Yeah.
I had a couple of weird years beforehand, kind of jumping around from sketchy shop to sketchy shop.
Well, trying to like find your own, right?
Getting my foot in the door.
Yes.
You know, in those days, not that I'm that old, but
you old piece of shit.
That's what I do, you know. But it's like, you know, an old piece of shit's all dried out and doesn't smell as bad. You know.
Yeah, Dave's gonna get up off the couch and there's just gonna be like a dust imprint of a person. Yeah. You're right.
You're right, man. He's a vampire with the sunshine. But
yeah, no wonder you had to come over at nighttime.
Have you ever really seen me in the daytime? You know.
Honestly, no.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, these days I'm out during the day a lot.
Good.
But yeah, no. I worked at a couple of really sketchy spots to start out with and get my foot in the door, deal with some sketchy people, build some good memories, some core memories there, you know, and yeah, no, I've settled where I am, super happy there. So I don't know.
And it's like anything, right? There's going to be trials and tribulations, and but you know, you didn't let it deter you. And,
no.
And look at you now, like, dude. Honestly, like Dave's done all of my tattoos, and people will stop me all the time, like, oh my god, who did your tattoos? Like, I'll go into a store and, like, you know, if a guy in there has a tattoo, he'll like see the color on them. He'll be like, how old are those? He's like, those are amazing. They're just popping.
That's good, man. Like, that's what I strive for. That's
Dave,
what I like hearing.
You punch that shit in, bro.
I mean, like, as gently as humanly possible. You know,
yeah.
Trying to treat my friends with a little love and respect.
Well, people that say tattoos feel good, it's like.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, there's nothing. We get those people that'll come in and they're like, oh man, I love the pain of it. Actually, the other day, and I don't name names in these types of stories, but this guy, he sat good for his tattoo, complained a little bit, but we talked the whole time. Like 3 hours sit, talked the whole time.
Yeah, we just make dick jokes the whole time.
Hey, man,
tattoo me.
Richard Nixon, what a guy, you know what I mean?
But, I'm not hard.
So I go to the market to grab myself a smoothie because guys like me like smoothies. And the chick's like, oh, yeah, I just saw the dude that you tattooed. I was like, oh, neat. Yeah, how was he? He was like, you said he slept through the whole thing. And I was like, well, that's untrue. He literally spoke to me for 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
So I find that people, they like to kind of spin a bit of a yarn.
Try to be like Mr. Cool Guy. Like, it doesn't bother me.
I slept through it. The only time,
Okay.
there was one time I fell asleep for a tattoo, and I was just hungover. And don't worry, I wasn't doing the tattoo. I was getting a tattoo. It was very...
Oh, sorry about that.
Woke up, big pile of drool on the drop sheet, real classy moment.
I don't think I could fall asleep during a tattoo. I mean, it's kind of nice because it's like gives us an opportunity to hang out as well too, right?
With me, you can't because I don't shut up. So it's like
that's why you're on Bobchat.
Hey, I like the talking.
I like the talking.
Actually, my kid keeps making fun of me for all the dumb accents I do because none of them are real accents. So they just kind of meld into each other.
Yeah. So just well, you know what? Then you won't upset anybody that way.
Yeah. Right. They're like, was that Chinese or was that English? I just can't tell the difference.
I have no idea.
I'm like, it's up there.
Yeah. Listen, do you want to be tattooed or not? Shut the hell up.
Yeah, listen to my jokes, laugh at them, and just get with the program. We're not asking a lot around here.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You're paying me to tattoo you. That includes nonstop
I'm just
conversation.
practicing a potential stand-up career that I'll never ever hit.
I actually 2 episodes ago I had my friend Mark K on, who's a stand-up comedian, and you might not know him, but he's pretty funny. He has some pretty good sets. We had a good time on the episode, but we were talking after because we were talking about doing stand-up when he was on the show.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you could probably do it. Then after he's like, Bob, he's like, you are super funny, but he's like, you have way too much going for you to become a stand-up comedian. Don't throw your life away.
Yeah, you got a family, you got a job. You're good. You get promotions. It's good.
Yeah. Do you want to wreck your life? Be a stand-up comedian.
I've got a friend up north that does stand-up, and everyone says he's fucking hilarious, but I've never had the opportunity. Yeah. He's up in Ottawa, right? So I've never been there for one of his shows.
Is this Justin or somebody else?
No, Justin's in Cornwall. That's it's my friend Jay Chapman. He's up in Ottawa. Hilarious dude.
Shout out to Jay Chapman. What up?
Yeah. Wishmaster on Insta. He'll have you in stitches. But I mean, for me, anything I say funny is I think it's only funny because people are in pain while I'm tattooing them. So they're like, you're hilarious. I'm like, it's
I know.
It's because you're hurting a lot right now. You're kind of delirious, pal.
Like there's been times when you tattoo me and I'm like, you're like talking to me and I'm like, I can't talk to you right now, Dave.
And I get personally offended and talk more and no, I'm kidding.
Or like we get very up close and personal. I mean, it's a very intimate job, right? Like
there's some pretty weird angles to the job and some pretty weird things that we have to deal with as tattooers.
I can imagine.
We get a lot of people like dumping their personal traumas on us, and a lot of the time people tell you a story and you're like, oh, okay, shit.
Just keep working.
That's heavy. I am not a therapist. Good luck, pal. Keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking sport.
I think most people like I hear people say it all the time. They're like, it's like therapy for me.
Tattoo therapy, man.
Yeah.
It's the latest craze.
It is, and it's like you you do feel like I like getting tattoos, right? And you feel good after, but like the healing sucks.
Oh, it's awful. You feel accomplished after you get something done. Like when you get a painful spot. And it's funny. It builds such a... Maybe bond's the wrong word, but you'll meet a stranger that has tattoos, and you immediately...
Yes.
Whether you're talking about subject matter of your tattoos or your artist or whatever, you're immediately like, oh, what did that spot feel like? How did you do for that one?
Yeah, exactly.
How was your armpit? How was your rib
Terrible.
cage? How are these spots, and it's like a really great way for people to communicate with each other that I've never met before.
It's funny, that makes me think of a meme that I saw, and it's like, tattoos are a great conversation starter. That's exactly why I regret getting any.
No shit. Yeah, I tattooed this dude, and this is about 10 years ago. This guy's name was John. He's an older man, like a 60-year-old dude. He had this little like tribal thing coming out of his sideburn. He's like, I want half my face tattooed.
Oh, really?
And, I was a kid at the time. I didn't have any really, I had sleeves, but I didn't have any hand tattoos. Neck or face. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. He's like, listen, kid, if you don't do it, I'm going down the street and getting somebody else to do it. And I want you to do it. So I was like, all right, John, I'll do it.
Okay, all right.
So as I'm putting tribal all over his forehead against my better judgment, he's like, don't want people to talk to me anymore, so I'm gonna get this done. And
that's why that was the motivation.
that was his motivation. And
my God.
and he's like, that's how I want to look, but I just don't want to talk to people. The second sitting guy comes in, he's like, wow, everyone wants to talk to me about this tattoo. And I was like, oh man, like, you're 65, that was your choice.
Well, and you got to think about it too. I mean, you have face tattoos, but you're a tattoo artist, right? And I mean, I have nothing against face tattoos, but I mean, back then, 20 or 15 years ago, you didn't really see a lot of people with face, especially elderly men.
Oh yeah, it was a lot less regular. And the guy looked kind of like maybe a construction worker, Johnny Cash,
Really?
He was a rad looking dude. Big shit kicking boots, and I was like, wow, this guy, when I'm 60,
amazing.
But he's talking about hookers and stuff the whole time, and I'm like, wow, this guy's lived.
Yeah, John has lived a crazy life.
Don't they call you John when you buy a hooker? Maybe they named it after him. Who knows?
Amazing.
Oh man,
that's wild, dude. It's yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, it's like I mean, I do a bit of drawing and stuff, but I mean, you've always been artistic though, right? Like, I mean, your whole family is like.
Did you call me autistic?
No, artist.
Oh shoot, sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Artistic.
Yeah, no, I've been drawing my whole life. I didn't pay attention throughout school and spent all my time drawing.
You'll never find. If you don't do well in school, you'll never get a job.
Yeah, no. Unless you could do that. You could, I don't know, be a male gigolo, be an exotic male dancer.
You're a Don Juan. I mean, the women want you, Dave.
No, not anymore. No, I'm getting old and haggard looking.
Oh, whatever. That's a classic look.
We stay away from the ladies.
Yeah. Oh, Dave, Podcast 101. It's okay. Do you want to take it? Who is it?
It's Rogers. Hey, Dave, pay your phone bill, bro.
Yeah, Dave, pay your phone bill.
Hey, man, I've been a busy man. There's a lot going on in this
world. Tell us what's been going on with you lately. What's up?
I'm recently taking a break from substances, so no boozing for me.
Good,
so
good.
That means getting myself back in shape, so I'm on a new schedule.
You look good. I know that you've been going to the gym.
Thank you. New regiment going on here, so I'm.
And honestly, self-care is important, man. And I'm glad that you're not one of those people like Dave came over and he messaged me and said, "Oh, like I'm going to the store, like, or do you have any diet pops?" And I said, "I only got regular pops." Like, okay, I'm going to the store. Do you want anything? And I was like, "I'm gonna have a beer, so I'm good." But at least you don't care that I'm drinking, which is nice.
You know what's funny? The other night we went out to my brother's band played a show at Palisade.
So just for the people that don't know what Palisade, we have a lot of American listeners. We actually have 3% of our listeners are in Germany.
Oh, no way, cool.
So for everybody that's listening that doesn't know what Palisade is, it's kind of just like a bar, restaurant. They got bowling alleys, they got an arcade. The new one here that Dave's talking about, they have like an area for bands to perform and stuff. So.
Yeah, they put a floor out over top of a few of the lanes, right?
That's cool.
It's super rad, yeah. And the place is a really cool venue. And I mean, their food's pretty great. So we go out, and I talked about 15 people into coming out, and everyone I hang out with drinks a lot. And we get there, and everybody orders non-alcoholic drinks. And I'm like, what's going on here?
I'm not a child, everybody.
Yeah, they're all like, well, you're not drinking. I was like, well,
that's okay.
I mean, I'm not drinking. You can order whatever the fuck you want to order. But, everybody's like looking at me like, oh, you better not do that.
Don't want to upset Dave.
Well, I'm like, just have your drinks, but then I feel like I'm pushing booze on people now. Now I'm that sober guy that's like, fuck's wrong with you, loser? Drink a drink.
Stop being a pusher, Dave.
Hey, pussy, get a drink in you fucking loser. Like, if I was drinking, I'd fucking drink you all under the I don't care if somebody's not drinking. That's their choice.
Yes, but it's good to be open-minded like that, and that's one of the things I like about you is that you're a very open-minded person, and you don't judge people.
Oh shoot! No,
you know what I mean? So, shoot.
See, and that's parenting right there.
Yeah,
it's like when I drive around with my 10-year-old. So Eric, my kid, when I drive around in the car, I get a bit of road rage, and I try super hard not to use the language I use when I'm alone.
Yes,
because I will
traffic is getting bad where we live.
Right,
we
right.
live
It's
in
construction. It's awful.
A nightmare.
they've got every exit of downtown closed off pretty much.
And you pretty much work and live downtown.
I'm downtown. That's my whole life of driving is with all the dumbest people.
Downtown, that's where Dave lives, and he's down. Sorry. I've been drinking.
That's good. That's good. You see, you need
I only
to,
had 2 beers.
you need to enjoy yourself, boy. I tell you. Oy,
I don't want to at work.
Oy, vey, get your beers, you know.
So, okay, so yes.
When I'm driving around with Eric, instead of calling someone like, fuck you, get out of the fucking way, you goddamn loser, I'm like, get moving, you puss. hey, turkey. Did you see what that turkey was doing? Ay. Look at that turkey.
Vey.
But then I'm like explaining to my 10-year-old what the other driver did wrong. He's like, oh yeah, that guy, he was out of line. And you know, like
he sounds. Yeah, I've only met Eric a few times, but I like he sounds awesome, and I'm not surprised because you're pretty awesome. So
the kid's sense of humor is going along with mine, and I'm like, fuck, I think I'm ruining his life.
Your life's not so bad.
It's good, but I mean, like the sense of humor, I don't know if it flies with his age group. You know, like they're like dad jokes. The other day, can't find my cat. My cat's from Lebanon, right?
Really?
Yeah, Walter's a Lebanese cat.
Oh, okay.
So we couldn't find him for a few
days. He's from Lebanon. He has a passport.
That one's a long story. He's been to Paris, don't you know?
Will you actually tell us that story after?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'd love to hear that.
I got stories, let me tell you.
Okay, that's why you're here.
Well, so anyway, this cat, he's missing. Walter, wonderful guy. He's a tuxedo cat, very handsome.
He's beautiful,
gorgeous. And so we can't find him. We come back. And Eric's like, I'm pretty worried about Walter. I'm like, Don't worry, Walter's resilient. He'll be home anytime now. And Eric goes, Brazilian? I thought he was from Lebanon. And I'm like, man, because I purposely mishear what people say and just to friggin' razz them, you know?
Just to fuck with them.
Yeah. To frig with them, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just kidding. There's no kids here.
Bobchat's rated R for real. They're sleeping. Bobchat's rated R for real talk, real people, and a couple of fucks.
We throw out some of the fucks, you know? Yeah. But no. So anyway, this cat, my ex-wife, her mom and stepdad were living in Lebanon.
Really?
The guy works for the UN. And he does like city planning and stuff, trying to help their infrastructure. It's a neat job. They pay you well. You get
take you all over the world. And
well, Wendy, my ex-mother-in-law, lovely lady, get along with her just fine these days.
I never met a woman named Wendy. I didn't get along with.
I sure do like those JBCs.
Oh, tell me about it. What about a double JBC?
Oh, don't even get me started.
Fresh, never frozen.
I'm on a diet. You know, like
now Dave's thinking about Wendy's.
You know what I'm gonna do? Go home and eat a bunch of alfalfa sprouts and cry in the
dark. I'm just gonna go home and take my workout supplement and eat.
Alfalfa sprouts are delicious. But yeah, so she's over there, and I have this photo of Walter when he was 2 weeks old, because there were these kids, and it's nothing against them over there, because we treat rats on the street really poorly, I'm sure.
So they treat cats?
They treat cats like rodents. And
really? Well, because they're all feral, right? And
they're all wild street cats, you know? Riff raff, street cat.
Riff raff.
So these fucking cats are running rampant over there, and these kids are kicking them. And Wendy saves Walter after he got kicked by a kid.
Oh,
and like
it's nice she saved him. But that's
saved him. But anyways, there was a bomb threat to the UN compound, and she panicked and flew back to Canada with Walter.
Oh my God!
And I got stuck with when I split with my ex. She's like, "Well, you're taking Walter." And I was like, "I don't want Walter." She's like, "You got to take Walter."
Yeah, he's a refugee, bro.
She's like, "You're taking Walter." So the first 2 weeks of my life, I've had him for 9 years now.
Wow, really?
First 2 weeks, and he'd come near me. I'd be like, "Fuck off, bro." And then the guy starts sleeping on my chest.
I love you,
and
Walter.
I'm like, "Oh, I fucking love you too, Walter. You're pretty great."
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a cool cat, man.
So that's crazy. I didn't know that about him. Wow.
Yeah, all my pets are from all faraway places.
So now you also have a dog named Carlos, and Carlos is from where? Like Texas?
San Antonio, Texas. He was a street dog down there, and they were gonna put him down, and I saw a picture of his handsome dumb face. And
so how did that come about? You saw him online?
Yeah, I just saw him. There was this there was a dog rescue thing on Instagram called Emma's Dog Rescue, and
okay.
Yeah, just it was funny. They put it up. They're like they're gonna put him down next week if nobody takes him. And so I get the order sheet, and instead of printing it out, I drew on it with my finger on my cell phone.
Oh yeah.
So you could barely read anything I wrote because it was so sloppy. And the lady's like, "You really want this dog, don't you?" I was like, "Hell yes, I do.
Yeah, give me that dog. Give me that dog.
Give me that dog. That's my doggy."
Yeah, we are a refuge for animals from all over the world.
I also put up a lot of vagrant men. It seems. Have you ever been to my house? Jesus.
Yeah, a few times. You know, everything's coming up Dave now, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm still, little Scott lives there still. He's keeping the dishes done. He's a good guy. Yeah. I got no complaints about it, although I did catch him wearing my T-shirt the other day.
Oh, how dare you.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to set the back room on fire or something like that.
Yeah, hope you're not going to go to sleep anytime soon.
Better not be wearing my shirt when I burn your room down. I'm not going to. Don't take this to the police. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, I'm so mad at him for wearing my shirt. I burned my own house down.
I'm not going to lie. He looked pretty cool in it.
Was it one of your shirts that you make?
It sure was. It was a Give Up brand clothing.
Which is what Dave is wearing right now. So we're going to give you an opportunity. If you want, you can. We'll give you an opportunity to let everybody know your social medias and stuff later on. And you can... what
do we got? We got Dave FN Schultz, and that's my tattoo Instagram. It was personal, but... people weirded me out too much, so I stopped putting up. I think I'm cocky enough now. I'll put some more personal shit back.
Well, and I think it's. I
don't like posting the little fella on the internet. There's too many creepers on there. But
oh god, I have so many pictures of my babies online.
Yeah, but do you have a small following on your personal Instagram?
Yes.
So I have my Give Up clothing. It's funny. I started making Give Up shirts about.
So let me just describe your shirt just so people understand. So Dave's he has a Give Up clothing, and the shirt he's wearing now, it says Give Up at top and some very nice cursive writing, and it's raindrops coming down with an upside down, inside out umbrella.
yeah, it's really not a handy umbrella. Just give up, man. Your umbrella's broken.
Yeah, you're gonna get wet.
so I've got a new shirt coming out next week. It has a pirate skull with a bunch of shit going through its head, and it says "unstable but confident." And I think that's how I would describe myself. And I figure I should trick other people into wearing the shit that I like.
Honestly, I'll wear one. I will definitely buy one.
So we've got that one. I got another one with like kind of thrash metal, Give Up, real big, and then I'm doing one that says "Stay Grounded" with a guy just kind of like burying himself.
That's amazing.
Yeah, tombstone and everything.
I love it because it's clever. I love that.
So since giving up getting drunk all the time, I'm my head's full of far too many ideas. So
that's not a bad thing.
It's getting a little out of control.
That's not a bad thing.
Well, I got to work harder.
You're an artist. You're an artist.
Well, there's a lot of shit to put on paper now.
There is. So but you got the talent and you got the motivation, and
these days, yeah, man, I'm up at 5:30 every morning now, and it's I always thought mornings.
See, I am too, but not by choice.
Yeah, I always thought the mornings were kind of a write-off. I've never really made this my schedule, this early morning stuff. So it was always like, even early, it would be 7:30 would be my wake up.
And you know what the cool thing about getting up early and doing stuff is that you'll get up and and by like 10, 11 o'clock, you're like, wow. You're like, I've accomplished so much.
Oh my god,
already, and it's like 10 o'clock.
Dude, this morning I got up, went to the gym with my brother. We went and got coffee. Come back, I drive to Strathroy. I drop off my shirt designs with Jailbird Designs. Okay. Really great screen printing company.
Yeah.
Been working with them for years. Amazing people. I'd walk in there making all these jokes. Everyone thinks I'm an idiot. It's my favorite place,
Yeah. Well, don't worry, Dave. We're all idiots here at Bobchat.
I don't hang out with anybody who's not an idiot.
Yeah.
And you can quote me on that.
It's on there.
Actually, that would be if there was a quote. People get quote tattoos all the time, and it's like, Edgar Allan Poe said something. I don't know. I don't read that shit. But
James Joyce.
It'd have a picture of me, Dave Schultz. I don't hang out with anyone who ain't an idiot.
An idiot.
Who ain't an idiot. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I don't done like me none of them there smart folks.
Yeah, you got your fancy book learnings. I don't need none of that.
What you doing with what you got some internets on your phone? What you catching in your web?
I told that teaching lady, I said the only letters I need to know are US and A.
USA.
But yeah, you've got my house is getting pretty crazy as well too. You might have noticed we have a second dog now.
Yeah. When this is all new to me.
Basically what happened was Alyssa's parents live out in Owen Sound area. Lived in like a farmhouse for like the last 15 years. Paying I think $700 a month rent, like a 3-bedroom farmhouse, nice big property. And I think the people, unfortunately, that own the property realize, okay, we can make a lot more money off of this.
There's a lot of that going on. It's real shady, man.
It is, because people just want to make a fast buck.
And that's the problem with people trying to find reasonable housing. And the price, it's crazy. You know, like, I talked to my shirt guy this morning, and for what I'm printing, and in no way am I complaining about their service, it's the price for what I'm doing used to be about $12 per unit.
And now it's what, like 20?
It's about 17. You know, same product went up that much. Like my gloves at work, I used to pay $12, and now I'm paying 32.
It's inflation, man. Everything is up like crazy.
And you really can't blame each individual company. But anyways, when you see individuals doing it to a tenant, or booting people out of their homes so that they can make a better income,
yes.
I get it.
Upsetting.
The world's expensive, but come on, man, have a little decency.
And like they've lived there for like 15 years, paid their rent every month on time for 15 years, and all of a sudden they said, our kids want to move in here, but meanwhile
they moved somebody else.
They know the family, and they haven't moved out yet. They have to move out soon, but meanwhile they know the family, and they know that their kids just built a house.
You know,
so why would they need that?
You know what we should do? We should write them a strongly worded letter.
I'm thinking about it. Don't
do anything crazy. You don't want to get yourself in trouble.
Wait for the letter.
Dear sirs or madams,
to whom it may concern,
I strongly disapprove of your actions. Signed, Bobchat Incorporated.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
In fact, we're going to do. You should do on this program. You should do anti-business ads.
I'm glad that you called it a program. Thank you.
This is a program, and I'm very excited to be here. I've been talking all week because we've talked a lot about doing this, and I was moody for let's call it. I'd had my ups and downs.
You're in a good mood tonight, and I'm glad.
You
texted me this morning at like 7:30. Dave texted me, and he was like stoked for tonight. I was like, okay, now I know he's definitely coming.
Oh yeah. I was already halfway through my workout. I was pumping iron down at the gymnasium.
Yeah, at the gymnasium. Yeah. Every time I'm pumping iron, all I can think is Bobchat.
Bobchat. I think of Bob and his big beard, and I'm like, I will be coming to your house and telling you everything about my house. My life is very, very important. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, but no, that's good, man. I was really happy that you texted me. I was pumped. It gave me really something to look forward to tonight.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah, because I've been work has been crazy, man. It's learning, like I have a new job, right? And just like I got a company phone the other day.
Oh man, that's so good.
I have an iPhone and an Android.
Dude, you should be looking up all sorts of ridiculous stuff on there. You know what? Fun story here. Looking up stuff. I was looking up some what do you call it? Medieval times prices.
Yes. Have you ever been?
Oh yes, sir. So I went in public school, but I also proposed to my ex-wife at medieval times.
Amazing.
Yeah, because I'm an adult.
Dude, if you don't want to eat chicken with your bare hands and watch amateur actors joust, then I'm sorry, don't talk to me.
Honestly, I have no room for people like that.
These guys know how to sword fight? Probably not very well.
Close-minded pieces of shit. But so anyways, I'm going on Sunday. I'm taking the kiddo. And,
amazing.
Yeah, dude,
Is this still open?
Oh yeah, Toronto? Fuck yeah. We're doing the 1:30 show. Amazing. The afternoon show. Drive down in the morning, get ourselves situated, get our paper crowns. Hopefully we're in the Black Knight section, because
he's the best.
I only wear black t-shirts till they find something darker. Metal. You know what? Actually, here's my criticism for your program here.
Yes, please.
You've seen wrestling, right? You've seen boxing matches. You've seen.
I'll tell you one thing. I know wrestling's real.
100%. You seen what those guys are doing? They're doing fucking flips. There was this sock that used to hypnotize people.
Yes.
Anyways, I didn't have like some sort of introduction song. I didn't get to walk in listening to like one of my favorite tunes, "Goodbye Horses" by Q Lazarus.
Goodbye ho. Yeah, I know. Yeah, would you fuck me?
Wait,
fuck me.
You never saw those photographs, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Where you did the Silence of the Lambs.
Well, you have to. I've ruined a relationship or two doing that at parties.
If you don't know Wild Horses, Silence of the Lambs, what we're talking about, then you don't need it to be explained. Trust me.
Just don't even say it. You can use your Google. You could use your Google and figure it out yourself. Anybody listening at home,
Google it if you want. Cautionary caution.
I don't show anything. It's tucked back.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. So you what? You want to? So where are you going with that?
What I'm saying is that maybe. Anyways, that was more joking, but You should have, like some sort of introduction song for. Oh, there would be rights and stuff that.
There's rights, yeah. So we do have a pretty good intro.
Your intro is excellent.
I would love you to say it's Bob motherfucking Chat for me, and maybe I'll put that in the beginning of the episode.
Right here.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's Bob motherfucking Chat right here.
You don't have to say it right here.
I had to. You can't take that away
I'm
from me.
putting it in the beginning.
Yeah.
We can do. I can do whatever I want with it. I can put this here.
Listen, I'm my own person.
The episode makes no sense. You guys are just all over the place. No, that's how we recorded it.
Who, us?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like.
Would you actually say this has been? I thought this was a really, really focused conversation.
No, it has. I just meant in the sense, like, I'm gonna take that piece and put it at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If there's one thing that I am, I'm a very focused man.
No, dude, I'm glad. This has been a great talk already. I love it. I'm glad you came over. I've been waiting.
What is this?
It's a vape. Do you want some? It's banana.
What kind of vape is it?
It's just regular vape. Tastes like, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like amoxicillin.
Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid.
The banana
dude,
medicine.
I got taken.
Go ahead.
I got taken to the hospital in a rainbow bright blanket covered in vomit to get amoxicillin when I was about 4 years old. And then when I got that amoxicillin, that banana stuff kind of tasted gross, but
I love it.
But it was good because immediately after I took it, I started feeling better. Like, it was like immediate.
Western medicine, bro.
Back then, I feel like it was better. When Eric went to the hospital when he was a little guy, and he was 8 months old, so he wouldn't remember it. He wouldn't remember the flavors either. He wasn't old enough. He should have had the flu later.
See, when I was a kid, I used to get ear infections all the time.
Oh, man. So, I was anemic. I had to get blood work once a week for about 2 years.
Really?
Oh, it was awful.
So now what is, anemic? Does that mean that you have like a low white blood cell count? Is that what that means?
Low iron, I think.
Low iron, okay.
Yeah, so they were just, it's funny, I told this story for years, and my poor mother, I'm a dad too, and I've had to force Eric to eat some shitty food, but there was this one memory, and, if you ever saw that Inside Out movie, it's a core memory, one of those very important memories, and I had low blood iron, and my mother made me sit at the table and drink a can of V8 juice.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
It's awful, and it's really not as good for you as you think. It's got a lot of sodium, man.
Dude, a very high level of sodium.
Man. You're gonna fill up those veins with fucking tomato fucking cholesterol.
You got 7 servings of fruit and vegetables. What do you want?
Yeah, you also have 7 servings of salt. It's friggin' gnarly.
And you're dead.
But my memory of this, and I was telling people for years, I was like, my horrible mother, my mother is a saint.
Yes.
Is the loveliest woman alive, in my opinion. Stay away from her, you dirtbags. I told everyone she kept me at that table for 8 fucking hours.
Until you drank.
Until I drank it. This warm as piss fucking tomato juice.
1 hour for every V.
That's right. There you go. And my mom, she heard me telling someone that. She's like, "Are you kidding me, David?" I was like, "What is it, Mom? Mom, come on." It was an awful experience. She's like, "You were at the table for 15 minutes." And, it just goes to show you what a 5-year-old remembers shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah, Ma.
It felt like it.
I remember. That was, honestly, I might have been there for 3 days for all I fucking know.
I blacked out for a bit. I woke up, the V8 was still there.
Honestly, I couldn't even breathe. You left me in a closet with V8 juice.
When I was a kid, I don't like cooked carrots. Like, cooked carrots, squash, don't look at me that look.
Yeah, no. That's the look of, like, they're kind of, I eat everything.
See, like, I could muck a whole bag of...
Just picture this. A whole bathtub filled with really mushy cooked carrots. Would you jump in it? How much money would it take you?
I don't know. Is Joe Rogan going to give me $50,000?
Joe Rogan, it's Dave Schultz here that's going to do this for you. I don't have 15 grand.
Welcome back to Dave Factor.
I'll give you a fucking hour of free tattooing if you take a bath in cooked carrots.
Oh, dude, no problem. It's just eating.
Like,
them.
you can wear a bathing suit. Like, this is not a homosexual thing. Not that there's anything wrong.
No, I'll go totally nude, man. No problem.
Oh man.
No problem.
Man, this is going to be expensive with carrots.
It's just like going to the beach, right? If you get cooked carrots in your butt crack, it's hard to get out of there. It's like sand. Once it's in there, it's tough to get out, dude. But I remember, like, we used to go to my grandparents every Tuesday, and I don't know, like, I could muck a whole bag of baby carrots, no problem.
Like crunchy baby carrots. Yeah,
yes.
They're good,
But as soon as they're cooked, and, like, same with, like, squash, I don't know if it's, like, the texture, but it's, like, automatic gag reflex.
My mom became a vegan, so we ate meat as a kid, as young kids. But my mom hated meat. She became a vegan for a while and then now just a vegetarian. you need some dairy in your coffee
You
here and
do,
there.
yeah.
You know, like she'll have a bit of dairy here and there. But yeah, I grew up after about grade 7. My mom was vegan, so we just had roasted vegetables.
Really?
Like 4 nights a week. We'd have like vegetarian borscht, which is like, you know, a Russian stew that's supposed to have a shit pile of beef in it.
So it's like, yeah, it's like,
And then
not
it's
really
all
boiled?
beets. It's all beets, and then you put sour cream in it.
How do you feel about beets?
So one time I forgot that I had eaten beets.
Oh no! And then you had like, I need to go to the doctor right now.
Yeah, you know, we don't have to get into the
I'm
details.
shitting blood.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I have been drinking too much.
You know what I don't like about beets? They taste like dirt. And then I remember we were at our friend's house one time, and Delissa was there too. And they're like, "Oh, have some beets." I'm like, "I don't like beets." They're like, "Well, we cook them," and I'm like, "Great, now it tastes like hot dirt." Like, I don't want to eat hot dirt.
I'll do like a root vegetable, roasted vegetable sometimes
like
because
a parsnip or something.
Yeah, I put parsnips in there and turnips, and I'll put potatoes and carrots, and it's all stuff that's in the ground and it's very earthy. If you season it right, it's all right. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I put a great deal of garlic, just a great deal,
Dude, garlic is amazing.
I could take a bath in it.
Yeah, after I have my bath of carrots, I'm just gonna slip into some garlic just to relax. You're obviously not a vampire then.
Yeah, no. But
circle.
then, you know what? You watch any of those vampire movies, you know, like why don't they just take a bath in garlic?
Yeah,
You're never gonna come anywhere near me. Who needs? You wear one of those necklaces of garlic. They could be taken off of you.
Amateurs, yeah.
If you have like a garlic hand lotion.
Dude, I'm gonna start shooting up garlic if vampires are real. Fucking.
What, at the gun range? Oh.
Intravenous. What are you doing? Don't worry, it's not drugs. It's just garlic.
Do you hear about that? You can take the vitamin. What is it? Vitamin D or D shots that you can take a needle for it so that you don't have to.
Really?
I know you could just go out in the sun. You know.
You know what? Do you know what an illness that can be called? You know what rickets is?
No, what's rickets?
I'm gonna have to. Rickets is caused by a lack of vitamin D.
Oh shit!
Now hold on.
It's like the scurvy without the vitamin C.
Hold on, I gotta look it up.
I don't want me no scurvy, I tell you.
So rickets is a condition that affects bone development in children.
Oh shit!
So it causes pain, bone pain, poor growth, and soft, weak bones that can lead to bone deformities. So the treatments is vitamin D. So yeah, so make sure you get lots. Make sure your kids get lots of sun. Bobchat listeners.
I've been told that I can be a little dose of vitamin D.
Vitamin Dave.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy and awkward. I'm just gonna backpedal on that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's Bobchat. We don't give a fuck.
You know the saying backpedal.
Yes.
So.
I backpedal a lot. I get myself in a lot of precarious
but if you really
situations.
break that down, like if you, I ride like a BMX bike.
Yeah, you do.
And when you pedal, you move forward. But if you backpedal, you're still moving forward.
Yes.
You're just not getting anywhere. You can't.
English language so crazy.
This is really cray.
Yeah, you got Walter at home speaking Lebanese, being like, "What?"
I think that's why all the neighborhood cats fucking hate him. I think it's a racist neighborhood for the poor guy.
Unbelievable.
In our household,
he's a refugee.
You're from Lebanon. We love you.
Yes.
And the house next door, not so much.
Dude,
Their cats are pieces of shit.
The Lebanese have got food figured out.
Holy shit! I've been talking about that. However, I am having a rough time finding the shawarma that I like because I used to do the Barakat shawarma downtown, and they switched over to that tahini place, and their shawarmas aren't as fucking good.
Here's a crazy idea, because back when I launched the Bobchat Podcast Network, you guys have seen Beers with Bob, you guys have seen Streaming Explains, you've seen Kyle on Cooking. I got talking with Dave, and Dave wanted to do a show called Dave Bone Apple Teeth.
Yes.
And we never really kind of came to a conclusion on what that was necessarily going to be.
We got to do this.
But how about this? How about we do Dave Bone Apple Teeth, and what we do is every episode we will go and we will try a different shawarma at a different location, and we will do a rundown on the shawarma.
Okay, I'm down so much, but shawarma, and we got to do calamari.
Yes, 100%.
Because I am fucking addicted to those little.
Dude,
tentacles.
whatever you want, we can do multiple episodes.
Well, let's do it, man.
Dude, there's like in London, Ontario, where we live, there's easily 20 plus shawarma places.
You've caught me at a time in my life where I have far too much ambition. So
good.
It's
I'm roping. Yeah.
No, dude, I'm all over it. I will commit to all these projects with my good friends like yourself.
Yeah.
So, but the other one, I told you, I'm going to record this punk rock album on my own.
Yes, so
and I need you to come and throw down. And, trust me, wait till I'll show you a couple of bands. So there's a band called the Viagra Boys you got to check out.
Oh, I'm already very excited.
They're
hard
fucking,
about that.
they're hilarious. They're awesome. And who's the other one? Idols. And my pal showed me this other band. I'll have to look it up for you later. But they're like really, it's hard to explain. It's like kind of punk rock. It's kind of like spoken word. It's kind of like it's kind of like just a steady like drum beat throughout the whole thing.
Dave, you have me sold already. You don't got to sell me.
It's fucking weird.
Now, what brought this idea? What motivated you to want to record a musical album?
Well, I've recorded 3 albums in the past.
Because now you are a drummer. That's drums.
I'm a drummer.
Drum are your musical instrument of choice.
Drums, and I've decided that I can sing like a punk rock style of singing.
Yeah, you
I've
can.
decided this.
Yes,
and,
you can.
When you're driving in the car and you're having your little personal car karaoke.
Fuck yeah.
When I crank up that guy.
I sound amazing every time I'm in the car.
When I crank up that other guy singing and I sing with him, I'm like, man, we should do duets. Every once in a while I'll turn the music down and I'll still be singing and I'll be like, man, that guy shouldn't have chosen me to do a duet with. But, here we are anyways.
Yeah.
I'd pat him on the shoulder if he was in the car. But
I'm always good when the music's loud or I'm in the shower. I don't get it. Why don't people just record music in the shower?
These are the places. You know what? I might do it.
The acoustics are amazing.
Who fucking knows? But
How would you do a live concert? You'd have to bring out a portable shower.
Whoa. Social anxiety won't allow me to do a live concert.
Just pull the curtain close.
Yeah. All y'all are gonna have to just be cool with me ducking behind this wall. We'll do a screen here, and you can't see me.
Just pull a Jim Morrison and just don't face the audience.
The goal is just to make something because I really have always wanted to press a vinyl. So I recorded a rock and roll album and 2 punk rock albums.
I would love that. I have a wicked vinyl collection, by the way.
Yeah, mine's getting there.
You have an unreal vinyl collection compared to what I have.
You know what? My older brother Dan Schultz he takes the cake for vinyl. His collection is all really rad stuff that all really indie rock and punk rock and rock and roll and metal.
That's sick.
It's all the shit I love a lot. He branches out he goes to shows like crazy.
Yeah.
So
he's been in a bunch of bands though as well.
Oh yeah,
too, right?
He's currently in this band Gold Tongue. Actually, I'm gonna do a shirt for them. I'm really on this shirt thing right now.
Yeah, I love it. You should. I want you to design me a Bobchat shirt.
Oh, dude, we'll have a Bobchat shirt within the month. Yeah, Dan shirts next, and then I'll do a Bobchat.
Could we possibly look into the idea of Bobchat thongs for men?
Look into it. We're doing it.
Dave's like, I'm already wearing a prototype.
I got a prototype. I drew it on with toothpaste. You need to brush your teeth, bro?
I said thong, not G-string.
Oh, whatever, G.
Have you started writing the music?
I've started a little bit with some lyrics, trying to figure that out. So once I've got to kind of reconfigure my space for my drum kit to be set up properly.
Amazing.
And what I'm hoping to do with it is, so the first song is going to be called Master's Degree in Bullshit.
I love it.
Because I believe I have a master's degree in bullshit.
That's why you're on Bobchat.
Well,
Bobchat's all just.
How do I explain it? My truth is like an onion.
It's got layers. It's
got layers. Well, it's so I've developed that at work. Now I don't know if this is a good thing to admit openly, but I'm me and I do such a thing, and I can tell a story to a 65-year-old Christian lady.
Yeah.
I could tell the same story to you, and I can tell the same story to my son. And I can tell the same story to an incarcerated man who killed somebody.
Yeah.
And they're all going to have different levels of honesty.
Of understanding.
None of them are going to be a lie, but I'm just going to give you more or less details of the situation.
Yeah, you only get so much.
Yeah.
Depends,
There's nobody's entitled to your truth. So
you know what? I like that. That's a very profound statement, and I like that. No one is entitled to your truth, and I think that's the beauty of Bobchat as well too. Is that I have the ability to kind of share and relate my life in my own capacity.
You have an understanding. You're a non-judgmental man.
And I try not to be, and I feel like I have a responsibility as a host as well. And I try to be non-judgmental.
I mean, there are certain things that you'll get a comment out from an individual, and you'll be like, "Well, that doesn't sit quite right." But I've
had a couple of unfriendly messages about about an episode about a friend of mine that was on who was in Ottawa at the convoy, and people basically assuming that I'm on a specific side of this issue.
And it's funny. I love that you bring that up because I am the least political person out there. The only thing I'll say politically is that to vote in Canada, you're just picking the least worst.
Pretty much, it's a lesser of all evils.
But they're all so similarly evil that I'm just not interested because no matter who I vote for or what I do, I don't get what I want. There ain't nobody out there doing the Dave party.
The one thing that does upset me, though, is the people that will complain, but they don't even take the time to vote.
You know what? It's a good point. You can't complain about the way the government's running as much if you don't vote. Just like I don't want to hear what you would do with your lottery winnings if you don't buy lottery tickets.
Exactly.
If you don't buy them, I don't give a fuck. You're never going to win.
You can't win unless you play, Dave.
That's right, yeah. And, I don't... If you're not playing the slots, I don't want to hear about the different kinds of crack you're going to buy. We got the jib, we got the crack, we got... is meth and jib the same? You know what? Don't answer that.
I don't want to know.
It's none of our business. All I know is that you need to keep playing them slots if you want to win.
We're
going to Vegas to get some slots.
Yeah, great. Yeah, sluts or slots? Both.
I need these pills for my heart palpitations.
I need my glycerin. My nitro glycerin.
I wish my nickname was Nitro sometimes.
Nitro?
Yeah,
Nitro
I would have made a good Canadian gladiator.
What do you get for Nate? Well, I call you Daver. You get,
I've found it. So I speak in the third person a lot, and it was a realization that I had
I do too.
About a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
this is what you say Bobchat. Here at Bobchat, yours is you're an entity now.
Well, yes.
Bobchat is an entity.
I appreciate that because I put a lot of man hours in, man. I'm putting in the work.
It shows. It really does. And the energy that you have for it and the energy that people that enjoy it have for it is really cool.
I'm not going to say that we have a crazy following, but I do get messages and people come up to me like, "Yo, Bobchat," and I'll be like, "Oh, what up?"
Yeah, so some of my nickname, I get Little David from some of my older pals.
Yeah.
I met them when I was 20. Now I'm 37, so it's really awesome hearing Little David still.
I'm a man now.
but I get, it's Dave FN Schultz. And, I definitely, I coined that. I would have been about 19 when I first started going by that.
Because people ask me about my tattoos. I'm like, yeah, my buddy Dave FN Schultz does them.
and it's like the cockiest thing ever.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
The worst was when I started having to correspond with my son's teachers in grade 1 and 2 and sending emails from Dave FN Schultz. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, don't I? I'm like, it's Dave Frank Newton Schultz or Foxtrot Nancy. And then you're like, oh shit, I sound like such a douchebag.
Yeah, my friends call me Foxy for sure.
What else? Oh, idiot. Sometimes that's my nickname.
I get asshole.
Yo, dumb
piece of shit.
Hey, dumb shit, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
I've got enough nicknames to get me by. I guess I don't need Nitro or Laser or something rad like that.
Yeah, Cobra.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah, this is my bro Cobra. Hey Bob, it's me, Cobra. I'm here for Bobchat.
Yeah, welcome back to Bobchat. We have Cobra.
There's a large part of me that wishes that I could take that seriously.
Okay, here's a question. If you were to actually become, I wouldn't say necessarily a gigolo, we talked about that earlier, but if you were to become a male dancer, what would your stage name be?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot here.
That's a tough one. There's so many options.
Oh, something that starts with Charles for sure.
Yeah, Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
I'd be Gnarls in charge.
Gnarls in charge.
Yeah, what's up, Shred Lords? You want to watch me fucking dance? Fucking shake my shit.
Woo! Amazing.
Yeah, just like a little Ric Flair woo and get it going properly.
Speaking of Ric Flair, he actually, and we're talking about wrestling, so it kind of full circle here, but he actually just the other day wrestled his last match ever.
No, wait, wow, he still did one. I didn't.
Dude, he's 78.
Good
and
for
he
him.
He was like, I'm going to do one more, and he wrestled. So look it up if you got time. But he wrestled his last match We don't have to do it right now, but
Oh, no, I kind of do.
you kind of do.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, no, Ric Flair's crazy, man. He, I can't believe it. The guy's so, like, the age of him. But, I mean, if that's all you know and that's who you are, he's got the drip, bro.
Yeah, he's pretty rad. And, he's been, like, a stylish, cool dude in that industry forever. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch that. I will.
The Lamborghini driving, the jet plane flying, the Rolex wearing, bro. I want to ask you, what's your favorite tattoo that you have? So you guys, you'll see the picture of Dave. If you don't know Dave, he's gonna give you all the places you can find him and his artwork afterwards. But Dave has a lot of tattoos. What's your favorite tattoo that you have? I always wanted to ask you.
It's usually the most recent one that I have.
Me too. Yeah.
Whichever one I got last. I'd say right now all the shit on my forehead. I really like.
Yeah,
I really like looking that way.
It was funny. So I got 92 till infinity, and then I got a loony, and I had Dave put 1992, which is when I was born. He's like, "You're getting your date of your birth year tattooed on you, loser." And he's got his right on him, right?
I've got mine on my forehead, so it's and I put that on my forehead. I had some dude was like, "Why would you do that, man? People are going to know how old you are." I was like, well, that's kind of the idea.
I haven't been ID'd since.
Although I did have a guy come up to me. He's like, "Whoa, is that for the book?" I was like, "The 1985 on my forehead." He's
George Orwell.
Yeah. He's like, is that for the book?
It's 1984.
It most certainly is. Yeah.
I was gonna say what?
So I was just like, yeah, man, it's totally for the book.
Yeah, Big Brother's always watching.
I think from now on, when somebody asks, "What's that for?" I'm like, "The book, by George Orwell."
Yeah.
Just so they think I'm a fucking idiot.
Big Brother's watching, guys.
They're like, "Isn't it 1984?" I'm like, "I think I would know.
Yeah,
I have it."
I have a degree in bullshitting.
It's tattooed on my forehead. I don't have a degree. I got a fucking master's, bro.
Masters. Oh man. Yeah. So like Dave said earlier, I got a Bobchat tattoo.
Let's see it.
Yeah. So basically, if it's right in the ditch.
Oh, it's a terrible spot. Who does that to you?
So I'll tell you guys this. Yeah, you did. I love you so much. Thank you for loving me, Dave. So I'm there getting the tattoo, and I wanted it like on a different angle away from the ditch, and Dave's like, "Don't be a bitch, Bob. It'll look better this way."
It does. You know what? It was
does.
almost too uniform having them all on the same angle.
Well, and that's the beauty of when I come to you. It's like I'll come to you and I'll say, "This is what I want to get," and then I'll be like, "Dave, like just do what you want to it." And I need help with the placement, but they all fit nice.
Tattooing is such a weird job because I work with other people's ideas, and you build somebody's full sleeve differently. Depending on what you're doing. So with what you're doing, you're slapping all these little guys on,
and then do the back.
And there's people who will look at them and be like, "That's so fucking random," but
it'll make sense in the end.
Excuse me.
I'm glad you said you want to get a burp in.
That's my second. I got a couple in.
Whoa, slow it down there.
If I chug this here Diet Pepsi, shit's gonna get real. But yeah, your stuff is all very, very random on your arm, and you had a couple people that were like, "That's not gonna flow," but we made it flow at the top.
No, I never had doubt in my mind, and I know too that with your experience and craftsmanship, that you would know that if it wasn't gonna work, you would have said, "Bob, it's not gonna work."
And this is where I get maybe a little cocky, is that I can generally make pretty much anything work. There's a few ideas. I think there's only been a handful of ideas over the last 5 years.
Can I just say something, Dave? You've always left me satisfied.
What did I put up? I was like, I put up a post today about another hand.
I wanted to talk about that. So Dave, every time he makes, so you guys, please, he's going to give you his Instagram after. Please give him a follow when he does. Check out his work. It's amazing. But when he does a hand tattoo, he posts it and he goes, "Another hand job done."
This one I posted, another successful hand job by yours truly.
Amazing.
I like to leave my clients satisfied,
You always leave me sad and wanting more. Trust me.
What the fuck is that from? Why can't?
Fuck.
Satisfied and wanting more.
It's like, because somebody says something. It's like, "You've always left me satisfied and wanting more." What?
That was from The Office.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they tell.
That was Jim bugging.
Michael's not allowed to say that's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah, no shit. That was awesome.
Oh, I
went through that show far too many times.
Actually, if you love The Office, a good friend of Bobchat, actually the godmother of my sons, Ashlyn. We don't know if she's listening. She might be. I know she listens to some episodes. Hey, Ashlyn, shout out if you're listening. She messaged me yesterday, and apparently Winks, which is a local bar here in London where we live, they're doing a Office trivia night in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, no way. Cool.
Yeah. Would you want to maybe go?
Yeah, I could definitely go.
I'm not drinking Diet Pop with you, but I will support you.
You drink whatever the hell you want, man. I'll just be going out for darts here and there. And
dude, I will definitely go.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would definitely. Wait, next
darts,
Tuesday though?
Breaking Hearts. I don't know exactly when. I'm gonna find out, but I think it's. I think they do Rock and Roll Bingo on Tuesday, so it might be a different night.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you got the kiddo or what's going on, but I will definitely let you know.
I'll do it if I'm at a table of the dudes. That's all I'll do it with. I don't want any broads.
Well, unfortunately, she's the one that invited me to go, so I can't. Thanks for the invite. Let me know, but we're not. You can't sit with us.
I'll sit at a table beside you, and I'll get a group of men who don't know shit about anything, and
we're all gonna have beards. They're all gonna have tattoos.
We will lose graciously.
Yeah, and scene.
Yeah, and that's enough.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Do you wanna give us maybe another quick story, or what do you want to do?
Oh, I could tell you stories about lots of stuff. My goodness, where to begin?
So what's one of the tell us a story that's something crazy has happened to you.
Well, there's a lot. You know what's funny is all that's
you can always come back and be on Bobchat again.
I'll definitely come back again.
Yes, please.
This has been actually one of my nicer conversations that I've had because I've kept my phone out of my hand the whole time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not going to be on a podcast fucking checking my Instagram. Oh yeah, look who liked that photograph. You know,
I got so many likes on my hand job.
Yeah, I've been trying to be off of social media a lot more, but you know,
it's good to have a little bit of a break, man. It kind of puts you back in touch with reality.
A lot of my stories, I find I kind of keep them. A lot of them are not PG, so I keep those,
you can tell us something on PG.
I keep those pretty close to the chest because I don't like people to know how wild my life can get.
Hey, Bob, the beauty of Bobchat is that there's no pressure. You can talk about whatever you want.
So here's a recent little thing, and it's a little more of a.
Well, why don't you lay that on us, and then we'll finish her up here and have.
Got a bit of a clean one for you. So you know, my kiddo, he's terrified of parasites. Now there is a term for people who have a phobia.
A phobia of parasites. So now when you say parasites, you mean
we're talking tapeworms, we're talking ticks, we're talking fleas, we're talking.
I think we're all terrified of those.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had a tick attached to my leg hair one time and I got it before it bit in.
Yeah, see, the one you got to worry about is the Lone Star tick.
Yeah, they are terrifying.
Because that makes you that you can't eat red meat.
Well, fuck, I don't that's why they call it Lone Star.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jerk! What a little jerk. So we're out for a hike with the dog. We go up to Medway Creek in the north end.
I saw that the other day. It was beautiful. They got a nice creek there.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, and he has a blast. But we're walking through grass, and Eric's like, I'm just worried about getting a tick. I was like, I think it's about time we had a TikTok, my friend.
TikTok.
And so, I
love TikTok.
I did my first TikTok, and let me tell you, it's really important to check behind the ears, check in your dog's gums, check between those toes.
Yes.
All the bends, buttholes, and shit. You got to make sure that dog don't have no ticks.
The dog, yes, and it's
getting into those ears, man. That's the important one because that's where those little buggers want to be. And so Eric and I go on this walk, and right before we get out of the forest, dog's been running around in the water. You have to have a bath. Yeah. Greasy little bastard.
Carlos.
And the kid's trying to check his leg while he walks. Obviously falls flat on his face.
Oh, no.
He was all right, though. He was tough about it. But, as I gave you one of my PG lame dad TikTok jokes. This is a real life situation.
This is when Dave says TikTok, he literally means a TikTok.
Like talking about tick safety, I ain't talking about going on that gosh darn internet.
You heard it here first. Bobchat PSA with Dave Schultz. TikTok.
TikTok. I could start a whole TikTok account talking about ticks.
Amazing.
TikTok talking ticks.
So listen, Dave. Why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can check out your tattoos, your art. If you got the Facebook, the Instagram, basically where can they find the creations that you are making? Because you're a very talented, artistic guy. I love you to death, and I want people to know Dave FN Schultz exists, and he does dope-ass work.
You're a sweet angel. And
let these people know.
This is why I love you. I'm Hangar 18 Tattoos. We're downtown London, 417 Richmond Street. I've been there 17 years. That's where I've got a lot of my original art hanging there. Mm-hmm. I did some work for the Palisade, so there's a wallpaper down there at the Palisade bowling alley where
it's awesome.
So I did a wallpaper there with all my art on it. You can check my Instagram, Dave FN Schultz, Hanger 18 Tattoos.
Spell the Instagram for them. And actually, also, too, you know what? Don't worry about it, or spell it, but I'm also going to put everything in the notes.
Radical.
So
yeah,
everybody,
so Dave,
everyone will see the link.
DAVEFNSCHULTZ. You're going to see my handsome mug wearing a red tracksuit.
For our American listeners, the Z is a Z, just so you know.
Because they've got those zebras down there.
Well, we have 66% of our listeners are Americans. So.
Zebras.
Is that a lot?
66?
No, maybe not. Maybe that's wrong. Sorry. 27% of our listeners are American. 66 is Canadian.
Yeah, that's pretty high, man. That's excellent.
Yeah, and 3% we actually have 1% in Ireland, which is pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Those Irish, I tell you, they
love it.
They like a fun program as well. I just think you need a few more advertisements on here.
Yes. So check out Dave. He's on Instagram. You guys got that. If you look at the notes in the show, I'm going to post all his info. If you're in the area and you're looking to get a good great tattoo, please check him out. Check out his work, and he might talk your ear off the whole time, but you're going to walk out with a great tattoo and some good laughs. So.
Yeah, no, there's not much chance of me not talking. Yeah. It
It
gets a little old quick, but I keep working while I'm talking.
Well, how about this? Dave talks to me when I get tattooed, but I was still willing to have him over on Bobchat to continue to talk to me, so it can't be that bad.
It's we have a time. You see that red tracksuit that I bought?
I love it, dude.
Okay, so here's the thing with that thing. I need more. I need more tracksuits.
Can I tell you something? I know you said you don't want to hear what people will do. I do buy lottery tickets, so I have the right to tell you what I would.
Yeah.
If I won the lottery, the very first thing I would do, and I've already said this multiple times, I will buy all the boys new tracksuits. I want to squad up in new tracksuits, bro.
I'll one up that. If I win the $1 million lottery, we're all getting gold chains to go with it.
Woo, shit! We're gonna look like European soccer hooligans.
I'm telling you.
In it.
My hair right now is getting kind of long. I'm looking pretty greasy these days.
You look, and I am, man.
I have never liked looking gross more than I do now. It's excellent.
Honestly, like you just look good in a tracksuit, and you're comfortable. I'm
not gonna lie, it's the first step to becoming morbidly obese, though.
Or one of those old guys that walks the mall.
I want to be a mall walker. You get to go down. You know what? I'm gonna join one of those mall walking things.
I'll join too.
In the winter, I don't need it right now. But imagine going to. They do it at Westmount Mall. There's nothing in there.
I know.
Oh, dude, you going to hike around? Imagine all the 60 to 80-year-old people you get to chat with.
Yes.
Hey, Mabel, what's Melvin been up to down from the second floor over?
How's his hip doing?
Oh, and they're always the nicest. Oh, look at your face. You've got so many pictures on there. It's so yeah, it's pretty for a man. And I'm like, well, thanks. I got like this bird foot. I got some fucking paintbrushes. I don't know. I got some spiky shit. I don't know. Yeah, my face looks great. Thanks,
you
babe.
got so many pictures on it.
Hey, when you talk to an elderly person, do you ever call them babe?
No, but I'm gonna start. Actually, I was at a variety store today, and the lady in front of me was like probably 80, and she dropped a quarter, and I was like, I picked up, I was like, here you go, ma'am, you dropped this. She's like, oh, aren't you the sweetest? And I was like, I call her ma'am.
Yeah. But imagine that whole situation. You pick it up and you go, you dropped this, babe.
Oh my God, I didn't even know what happened. She was buying milk. She probably would have dropped the milk.
Then you pick that up, pour it all over yourself. Yeah. Is this what you're looking for? Yeah. It sounds like a night I had.
Me,
but
Bobchat.
We won't talk about my evening stories today. You're getting the TikTok stories. You ain't getting the fucking evening stories.
It had to be soy milk, though, because it's easier to digest.
I tell you, if I was still on the drinks, you'd be getting different stories altogether.
That's okay. I appreciate the sober Dave on Bobchat. I appreciate it. No, I'm thank you for making the time. I loved you to death, and I'm really glad that you came over and we made this happen.
Brother. Can we shake hands and then hug after? But there's too many microphones in the way, so we'll hug after the...
Too many microphones.
After your program has concluded.
We can 100% hug, yes.
We'll watch a couple advertisements on the television on your Chesterfield.
So thanks for coming over. And in the words of the late, great Marco Polo, who said, yeah, I pretty much never sit by the pool anymore.
I thought he always said fish out of water.
It's Bobchat Baby. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And you know where to find us. If you like what we do at Bobchat, please tell your friends. And let them know Bobchat exists. We're here. We're making it happen. And we love you guys. And we'll check you next time.
And thank you again for having me. It's been an honor.
Yes. You want to leave us with a tidbit of wisdom or something for the folks at home to remember you by?
Sometimes you don't know if you want to be somewhere, so you got to go there to see if you want to be there, and then when you get there, you realize you don't want to be there, but you kind of had to go there to find out you didn't want to be there, so it's kind of good that you went to a place you didn't want to go, because if you didn't go there, you wouldn't have known that you didn't want to be there, so, it's kind of good that you did it, so now you probably know a little better where you do want to be.
My brain hurts. It's Bobchat Baby. See you guys.
I want my podcast and my lady, simple life but not too crazy. I'm slim but I ain't shady, fuck you if you hate me. I'm rocking the mic cause it's Bobchat Baby.
It's Bob motherfucking Chat right here.